All right, welcome back to the Far Outpost. Today we're going to talk about all of our lifting belts. This is everything that we know about lifting belts from when we started to now. So I'll just kind of go through them. We started at the gym with a Rep Fitness 2-prong lifting belt. I think this was $50 at the time. We got it in 2017. It is so thin. It's not 10 millimeters. It's certainly obviously not 13. It has to be, half of that. It's as flimsy as you could get. But at that point in time, we couldn't lift anything, so it didn't matter. We didn't even know how to brace or breathe. So this was fine. We never use it anymore, but I feel bad selling it to someone. So on the rack it goes. From there, we have a couple different belt squat belts. The first one is kind of the smaller size Spud Inc belt, and this has got the wide back, so this is for the belt squat. We have a reverse hyper belt from Spud Inc as well, and we have the Rogue belt squat belt that's official that comes with the Rhino. This is the larger size, but both of these are very thick, very durable. I have zero concerns with them. Super duper heavy duty, like everything Spud Inc makes, triple or quadruple stitched, but not, these are functional, not fashionable or comfortable, right? So they don't feel as good. Like this right here, when it goes around, it will cut into your legs, and so that's why we don't use these much. But we have them here so that if different size lifters come to the house to try the belt squat, they've got something, or you can use those for weighted dips as well. Okay, so after that, we wanted something real, so we went to Pioneer Leather. We heard about them. So this would have been early 2018 when we found this. This is a 10 millimeter lever belt. This would work with the new PAL levers that they just came out with. It is custom, so we got some quotes put on there and a picture of kind of the original logo that we thought we would use for the Far Outpost. Love this belt. My son used it a lot. It's too small for me, but my son used it. Never had any problems with it. This belt will outlive me. It is a wonderful, wonderful belt. Now, because I needed one that fit me, we went a little larger on the 4th of July sale. Pioneer Fit had, it's like 17.76% off for 4th of July. So we got the custom American flag belts. You got to pick your inside color, red, white, or blue. We went with blue. You got to pick your lever color, red, white, or blue. We went with white. Love this. It's in phenomenal shape. We used it for about a year pretty steadily, and it looks like it's never been used. Their products are just fantastic, and they're wonderful. But levers weren't for me. Again, got this because it was on sale to try it, and just decided at the end of the day that this wasn't what I was most comfortable with for my style. So that led us to where we've landed and stayed. This is a Pioneer Cut 10 millimeter custom belt. I had them go ahead and throw their name on it because Pioneer Leather will put any of their names or logos on the belts for free. And so rather than have just a giant kind of plain belt, I had them go ahead and throw their logo on there. I had them change the color of the loop here. And so that's, again, another way that they'll customize it. This is Pioneer Cut's a single prong where the prong moves up and down so that it can go between every ½ inch increment. And you can see how the prong would have to move up or down to fit into each of those. This is the most comfortable, best belt I've ever used. I still use this. This thing is just great. And again, their products are so well made, this will outlive me. But wonderful, wonderful belt. So because of that, and because my son did the logo for us and we got into the whole, this is our gym thing, we got 3 more belts. Now we're done, but we got 3 more belts. We got the first one with the logo on it. We thought the logo was a little small. This again is a 10 millimeter custom belt. We thought the logo was a little small. We didn't do anything on the tongue. We didn't change the color of the loop. We kind of put this through. This was another one of their sales. So we put it through the order genie really quickly and kind of submitted it without really thinking about it. And we like it. It fits great. It works wonderfully, but it didn't quite have the aesthetic that we were looking for. Not on them. That's on me for the way I designed it. So we went with a second one. And this one, as you can see, try to hold these both up at the same time. You can see the logo is a little more spread out. The threading is different. We chose red instead of white. The loop is red with the established 2018 on it. And this is 13 millimeters instead of 10. This is my first 13 millimeter belt. And I will tell you, if you're not used to that, it is stiff. I mean, this belt is almost too stiff for me at this point, but love it. Love the look of it. This is exactly what we wanted. If I was gonna start a gym tomorrow and order 10 belts, this is what they would look like. It's got red on the inside. It's just perfect. And the Pioneer Cut, again, is the most comfortable belt that I've used. And so after several iterations, we landed on the one that we think represents what we're looking for the best. Now, 2 more belts to go here as we wrap up. The first is we do a lot of strongman training. And so Brian Shaw came out with Evolution Athletics. This is his company, he and his wife. And this is a support belt that goes underneath those Pioneer belts. You can see it has the big loop, so the Pioneer belt can go right between it. This is to keep your back warm on stone days, log press days, anything that's heavy and you're moving, yoke, super yoke days for big guys, yoke for us. And this thing is wonderful. I think the price point's really fair. It's less than $100. Really, really well built. I don't think it'll last forever because it's not a leather product like that. You know, it's nylon, and so after you beat it up, that'll happen. You'll just get a new one. But it just has tons of great stuff. He thought of everything. It has these can cinch it so that it's tighter underneath your other thicker belt, and very happy with it. I think it's awesome that he came out with these. We were looking around for a while, and then we heard that they were launching their line. We decided to wait and get these, and we are very happy that we did. And now, the final belt, the piece de resistance. So Pioneer had a custom skin. He had a python, a rainbow python skin, and he went online on his Instagram account, as he does, Matt, and he said, hey, do you guys want to do a raffle for this or a giveaway, or do you want to do a charity auction? And I posted I told him to just sell it to me and donate the proceeds. I didn't care. So he just, I don't know if he looked at my comment or not. There was a lot of comments, but he decided to do the auction. We won the auction. So we didn't have enough skin to make a belt this large. So we decided to do an inlay with the Far Outpost. I did not think that my logo would look good in rainbow. I thought the logo was too detailed, and so it wasn't gonna come out well. So we just had him spell out in large block font the Far Outpost. We had them laser etch the logo in the tongue. Again, it is Pioneer Cut. It's leather on the outside, it's suede on the inside. We had them take the leftover python and do the loop, which is fantastic. And then all the proceeds for this, and we raised a little over $3,200, it was like $3,280. All of those proceeds went to Special Olympics, specifically Special Olympics Colorado. And so based on that, we decided to do a motivational kind of athletic quote on the inside. My favorite quote is the Lifted campaign by 8 Man Strong. You can see the 8 Man Strong banner down there. But Matt with Pioneer Leather was nice enough to go to them and ask him if we could use this quote. They said yes, so he embroidered it on suede on the inside of the belt. It's just perfect. It's everything I ever wanted. This will be Daddy's belt for the rest of time. Kids will use those. I'll use this. It's kind of a mix between 13 and 10. I know he couldn't quite do 10 because of the inlay, so it's a little thicker than 10, but it's not anywhere near as aggressive as the 13. So it fits nicely, and it's not overly stiff, and we really like it. So that is the tour of the Far Outpost belts. We're done. We're never buying another belt the rest of our lives. If you're a belt salesman, call Brandon. call Basement Brandon if you want to sell a belt. But anyway, yeah, that's the Far Outpost belts. Let us know if you have any questions, and have a great weekend.